Okay, so let's talk about this new bill that I'm not too informed about who decided to bring it to the table, but what I do know is that they want to add 2 lanes to the I-5 and Highway 99, somewhere along the lines of LA through Sacramento, where there would be no speed limit.
Ooh la la.
They're saying this would tie Germany's Autobahn for fastest highway in the world.
Damn, we got our own Autobahn in California?
I think we'll just talk about this first. It's never gonna pass.
No.
Because we live in California.
Yep.
If it was in Texas,
Hell yeah, bro.
Arizona, maybe. But I don't know who did it, why they bring it up, but I think it's just clickbait now, you know? I mean, someone did bring it up, you know, to get it passed as a bill or whatever, and that would be cool, but I don't see how it would actually pass.
Yeah, because let's talk about it realistically speaking. They're trying to build a bullet train somewhere out there, right? Like one of those Hyperloop things.
That's gonna happen.
Well, that's actually gonna happen.
That is actually happening. Okay. So that's public transportation.
What's the length of the rail for that though?
Oh no, it goes from I think it goes from LA to Vegas.
Oh, shit.
And then LA to Northern Cal, San Francisco.
So they're essentially
It's already
doing
in process.
Okay, yeah. So they're already making a public access route for that. All so right. Why would they pass a highway that puts? I mean, I'm not saying that it would, but I'm sure that somebody's going to argue within the Congress or whoever votes on this shit. But why would they put a highway, a public highway that people of society can drive on, that puts other people's lives at risk? I'm pretty sure somebody's gonna argue that. Because how do they distinguish? First of all, can you imagine a truck doing 100 miles an hour in that lane?
I could imagine a truck doing 100 miles an hour in a regular freeway.
Is it safe?
Yeah, it's kind of safe.
If you're AJ, pro driver, yeah. He has driver law.
Is it? I get. Well, okay, maybe I'm not asking the right question, yeah. But I think.
I'm just messing with you. I get it. Yeah, I don't see it passing because you know, just because we live in Nazi California. So, but you know, I like the idea. I wish they had it, you know, but I just don't see how it would or what the thinking is of someone even proposing to do it in California, you know. Because yeah, you're going awfully fast, and the way California drivers are anyway, that we'd be killing ourselves left and right, you know. And how do they just separate that lane? Is it like the, you know, like the fast track lanes that we have here in LA, you know, that you know, and we have them. So I drive from West Covina to downtown every morning, and we have the fast track. So there's 2 lanes. You know, that the regular traffic is pretty much still when I'm on the highway, but I'm cruising at 80, 90 miles an hour anyway down the fast track. So, I mean, I don't know, maybe it's another version of like a fast track, and I'm sure, or maybe they're thinking of maybe it's some kind of revenue. Maybe they're gonna charge. Maybe you have to have a special transponder on your car to travel and don't have a speed limit. You know?
But what kind of cars, and this might be a little bit of a rhetorical question here, but what kind of cars do you think, if they were granted access, would be using that road?
Oh,
because it's not gonna be a Prius.
It's to be a Prius. You see how fast they drive?
Hey, you know what? You're right.
Silent killers.
Hey,
you just
those Priuses,
Teslas?
Yeah, those Priuses are crazy, to say it nicely.
California drivers are crazy anyway.
Oh,
they're gonna take their beater on there. They don't care. If they could go fast, they're gonna go, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, you see cars on the highway now, it's like, dude, that car should be junked, you know? It's like, why are you even on the highway?
Yeah.
And it's like, not because, you know, it's not an expensive car or anything, just mechanically, it shouldn't be on the highway.
You know what it is? They just don't give a crap in them. They're like, if I crash it away, it only costs $1,000, who cares? Yeah. They're just savages, they don't care. They're like, eh, it's okay, I'll get another one.
But I know like the street racers are all happy. They're saying road racing, highway, you know, this and that. You know, enforcement, you know, we already talked about this. How are you gonna, what kind of laws would they be enforcing on that? Say it did pass and you could do no speed limit, you know, what are they just pretty much do whatever you want on that highway? You know, can you do 150 miles an hour, 200? A guy in a Hellcat, You know, okay, let's go to San Francisco and do 200 miles an hour. You know, I mean, are they going to be able to do that? You know, and then what kind of laws would they have for them?
Yeah, because we were talking before turning the cameras on. We were talking about this a little bit, and I think it was AJ. I think you brought up the, you know, how does a police officer go after somebody who's showing excessive speed, you know, going in a highway that has no speed limit?
Yeah.
You know, or you were talking about street racing and how they would label it, but would they label? How can they label it a contest of speed if there's no speed limit? You know what I mean? So all these sort of questions are good points to kind of ask and stuff.
I think if we have anybody that knows about like the Autobahn, leave your comments and tell us what kind of laws they have on the Autobahn, because I know they do have some laws.
Oh yeah.
I think, I know it's a multi-lane, and I think if you're not going very fast, you're supposed to stay to the right, similar to some of the highways that we have, like going to Vegas. Slow traffic stays to the right, fast traffic stays to the left, you know. So I don't know, but how do they enforce those rules, and what kind of laws does the Autobahn have? You know, obviously they have no speed limit, but what other laws do they have?
Yeah,
because 90% of the time when you get pulled over, it's because you're speeding.
Yeah.
That's what CHP pretty much pulls you over for. Or tinted windows.
Or you have a nice car.
Or no front plate.
Or no front plate.
Or exhaust.
Or exhaust.
Just everything. Just don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't do anything to your car.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Just do everything to your car.